Hey, how's it going? Brian Page here. I'm actually here in my kitchen and I just wrapped up my first dissection. It was a pretty cool experience. For the first laboratory of this class, the anatomy class at the University of New England, I had to dissect a chicken wing. So just got done with that. I love chicken wings. I love going to Buffalo Wild Wings and eating the blazing wings, but this is a little different. It's for class. So um, here's my little piece of paper. Has my name, Brian Page. The date is June 27th of 2021. So in this brief presentation, I'm just going to talk about the different structures of the chicken wing, in particular the bones and the synovial joint and the different structures of that joint. I'm going to talk a little bit about an example of a disease that can impact the joints in the human. I don't know if chickens could get this or not, but something to research. I'm sure they can. And then talk about how, in particular, this disease impacts the joints here. So here's my chicken wing all dissected. So I'm gonna hold it up here. It's all complete. Talk a little bit about the bones here. So this is kind of like the arm of the chicken. So see this bone here. This is the humerus, and then we have the radius, and then we have the ulna. This is the elbow joint of the chicken. So if you take a look, there's the articular cartilage. So that's on the end of these bones here. The articular cartilage is on the humerus as well as the radius and the ulna. There's also the synovial membrane. That's in the middle here within the synovial joint. It's kind of hard to really see in here. And then in that gap is the fluid, the synovial fluid. Can't really see that from the outside so much. There's also on the outside here is the articular capsule that kind of like goes on the outside of the joint here. So that is the chicken wing dissection. Hopefully you could see that okay. And there's the joint, the elbow joint. So talk a little bit about a disease that could impact the joints of the body. Arthritis. Arthritis is something that impacts many people. And what is arthritis? It's an inflammation of the joints. In particular, what does it affect? Arthritis is an inflammation of the articular cartilage. So that's, as I kind of showed you, it's been in between the two bones, and it kind of gives it some fluidity so it doesn't rub bone to bone. Now, when you have arthritis, that cartilage kind of wears away, and eventually some people are bone to bone, and it's kind of very painful, and it's hard to deal with. There's a good thing. There's a lot of treatments for arthritis, and yeah, so that's my presentation. Completed the chicken wing dissection, showed you the different elements of the joints to include, the humerus, the radius, the ulna, the joints, the articular cartilage, the synovial joint, to include the fluid and the membrane, and then the articular capsule on the outside. So talked about arthritis and how that could impact the joint. So until next time, we'll talk to you then. Thanks.